Good morning. It's still before 11 o'clock. This feels like a blasphemy. The sun is kind of out, but it's still kind of rainy and stuff. I have to edit. I have to start editing that Christmas thing, because if not, it probably won't get done. And we can't have that. But first, I need coffee. Let's go. So I looked at the footage and I was like, well, it's only gonna be like a half an hour of it or whatever. Yeah, not the case. And in the first 9 minutes, there are about that many cuts. That's the scene changes every time. So I have to go through the entire hour of footage, cut it all up to make sure that every scene has the right amount of exposure and color correction, color it properly, and brightness and contrast and all that stuff for every single cut, because every single cut might be a little bit different. I want to make sure it looks as good as possible. When I said 17 or 18 hours, I was right, but I wasn't really realizing what 17 or 18 hours is. So, yeah. That's what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple of hours without any break. It's like super warm in here for some reason. I don't know why. Oh, I'm gonna turn off my heat. Maybe that'll help. Let's get back to the grind. I mean, color correction and brightness and contrast is really what's gonna make the difference. But right now, like, I'm trying to think, because I know there's a way that you can go and, in After Effects, I think it is probably, go and like darken one part and then leave the rest of it bright. Like, for example, that shot, see how the window is very overexposed? Now I know there's a way that you can fix that in After Effects, but I really don't know how to do that. I don't really have the knowledge or apparently the time. This is going to take a lot longer than I thought it was. Like a lot longer. Slowly but surely I'm cutting it down. That's what I've done so far. And that's what I have left to do. So, this is going to take a while, because then I have to go in and individually color correct every single one of the scenes, and brightness and contrast and all that great stuff, and hue and saturation, make it look good. Like, I don't know how much I can do with some of this, but I know like some of it is pretty okay, and some of it I can really help, but you can only do so much for the original exposure. If it's really underexposed, like, I can brighten it and I can add contrast and I can color correct it so that it doesn't look purple, but I really don't know about some of this. Like, it's gonna be a challenge, but I want to see what I can do. Like, I am geared up for this challenge, kind of. It's just a lot of editing, a lot of editing, then finding music to go with it, because I thought I had that 35-minute piano track, but because I have to make 2 DVDs. One kind of for like a big Christmas gift for everyone, and then one for like an individual family kind of thing. And if either of them are over 35 minutes, then I'm gonna have to either loop the track, and I don't necessarily want to use the same track for both ones, but I don't know if I have another track. It's just a whole kerfuffle, but it's a big challenge and it's a big project. And I think I may do more of this in the future, if I feel crazy enough. If somebody has this stuff, and because I don't think there's many people that offer that service. Like, I'll re-record everything and preserve it and give it to you and color correct it and make it look awesome. I'm thinking about maybe doing that in the future. We'll see how this turns out. We'll see how good we can make this. Last 2 clips, let's go. It's just under 3 hours, and that's only the very initial part, the very first part. Oh, that was the easiest part, actually. I think I need to eat. So this is why I want to do this. This is really what I meant when I said improving the quality, right? So this And keep in mind, this is just basics, right? This is not going super intense. But this is the original picture, right? Then we add brightness and contrast. Then we add color balance. With three-way color corrector. And we sharpen it. Now that might not look that different to you, but it's a lot less red and it's a lot better. It's the color in the camera, but it actually looks good in my eyes. And like this, for example, sharpen, brightness and contrast, color correction, three-way color corrector. So it's salvageable, difficult, but it's definitely salvageable. It looks a lot better than it being completely red and dark. I gotta go in like an hour and 15 minutes, and I've only corrected like 2 clips. That's gonna take like the rest of the time, really, seriously. So I don't know if I said this already in the vlog, but when I was saying like 17 or 18 hours to do it properly, I was under the impression that it was only gonna be a 35-minute video. It's it's still an hour. It's still 1 hour. It's a long time. So I don't really have that much time. I'm off all day tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get a lot of it done tomorrow. But this is an adventure. I kind of don't want to do any more today because I want to save energy for working for 8.5 hours. Because it's mentally exhausting is what it is, not physically exhausting. If it were physically exhausting, then it'd be a different story. Why am I accentuating different accents on words? I don't quite know. So let's do some calculations here. We have 2 weeks until Christmas today. Today's the 11th, and it's on the 24th. Yeah, we have 2 weeks till Christmas, and this has to be done. Like under the tree in Ontario by Christmas. I was under the impression that it would take 17 or 18 hours to do at 35 minutes long properly, right? It's an hour long. Now, mind you, that's going to be split up between 2 separate DVDs. Depending on how much there is, like how much footage there is, one DVD could be a lot shorter, which would be really, really, really great. And look at this timeline. I counted them. There's somewhere between 235 to 243 cuts. And they all have to be individually color corrected and checked. And it's just a ridiculous amount of work. And I'm like so overwhelmed. Because like that's a lot. Not even kidding, that's a lot. It's apparently time for work. That means I should leave. So that means I should be on time if I leave right now. That means I should leave right now. 1 second. Well, I haven't vlogged much today, but I also haven't had many thoughts since I've been at work. It's been kind of like work, 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 more work, more work, still work, more work. Yeah, still work, more work. And then gotta go home and work on that video some more. And then I gotta go to sleep and wake up and work on that video some more. I'm feeling pretty stressed. Kind of rushed for time. Kind of crunch time, and I have no time to crunch. That make any sense? Actually, I was gonna go right home, but instead I think I'm gonna stop by Walmart and see if I can find a Christmas present for mon père, mon fascia. We'll see. I don't want to be there too long, so I'm just gonna see if anything catches my eye or catches my mind. And then I'll probably just head home, because heading home is cool. So I ended up getting a couple of things. I'm not gonna say what he got just in case he watches this vlog. However, I got a couple of things. And see, like, I'm greedy kind of when I buy presents. Like, if it's so that way it's something that I can use too. Or if he doesn't want it, I can still have it. But something that he said he wanted, or something that he inclined that he might want anyway. So I got it for him. Oh, a lot more expensive than I thought it would be, but it's fine. Now I'm on my way home. It's cold. I gotta edit I can color, well, no, I don't have to edit, I have to color correct. And color correcting falls in line of special effects. I have patience for editing, I don't really have patience for special effects. Like, it's just, there's so much to do and it's so overwhelming, because literally anywhere between 235 and 238 cuts. Wait, 235 and 243 cuts. That's a lot. I don't know if you know that, but that's a lot. That's gonna take a long time. Like a really, really, really long time. And I don't really have a long time because I work the next 6 days after tomorrow. So, yeah. Oh yeah, something else I bought, not that interesting, eye drops. Because my eyes have been dry the last couple of days, and I can't use my other eye drops because they're expired. They expired in December, like the end of November, beginning of December. Since I can't use those, I had to buy more eye drops. Same type, because they're good. And that's kind of a cool story, bro. But it helps because now my eyes won't be dry as hell and really, really sore when I'm editing the whole thing tomorrow. So it's going to allow me to edit in comfort. Anyways, guys, that's it for me tonight. No riff because editing. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.